People who film themselves at the gym, why? When you're trying to train powerlifting when you don't have a dedicated group locally, it can be really nice to find a community online, film your lifts, and talk about them online with your friends. Get tips and criticism of your form, compare progress, etc. And also, selfishly, I really like to be able to look at it and go, wow, I did that! I take this Adult Ninja Warrior class with a bunch of other old people, and we like to take turns filming each other, so we can have a little memento to look at and go, wow, my fat ass really did scale a 10-foot wall and a full set of monkey bars. I'd give it about seeing progress because I know a few gym brothers who take before and after photos naked, also they do it privately at home. I am not really judging unless they all get fired up when people walk past, because when you work out you get a genuine boost of confidence in whatever, so you're just feeling yourself and want to film yourself doing something you find accomplishing. Maybe you post it, maybe you just sit at home and jerk off to it alone. Not a big deal. But I think that's the reason why. Just feeling themselves, not really a bad thing. Until you get all raged. A lot of times it's to check form. Here's what I'll say: the working out is an inherently vain hobby, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people film themselves for the express purpose of posting it on social media for attention. There's nothing wrong with that. A good comparison that the average Redditor would understand is uploading or streaming a video of yourself playing a video game. As long as you filming yourself in the gym isn't necessarily impeding other people's workouts, which I understand happens sometimes and is frustrating, then there's no problem. It seems to boil down to social anxiety or attention seeking or genuine need for feedback. Best way to correct form is always to ask a person who has it going on, like Stacy's mom. By asking somebody, all three of these needs are met in the moment. You work on social skills, make a new friend, you get attention, genuine feedback is received. There are hacks to correct form for every exercise if one really desires it. Before phones recording, people got by with getting jacked in great form still. Man shrugging, wouldn't argue that it happens faster than ever before either. Sometimes I'll make a little video to post something funny about my workout. But mostly I'm just expressing my interests to friends, family. Also, I like watching videos of people working out, to see how they do things and what different ideas they bring forward. Sometimes I need a lesson in how to do a certain exercise and I'll find plenty of example videos online. I don't mind people taking videos of their workout. I do mind when their video becomes a whole production that interferes with other people's ability to use equipment and spaces. People always say progress or form, but in truth I think a lot of them are just trying to get attention on social media, either because of something someone else does or because they feel attractive. I personally don't care if people record themselves, but I also think this trend of recording others, either directly or indirectly, and posting on social media needs to go away. I won't go to a public gym anymore because I don't want to show up on TikTok because I glanced in the direction of some girl with the shape of ass half nearly visible. I do it to check my technique and I often delete them immediately afterwards. But, I also always point a camera where there's no other people at the moment, and if someone walks into where the shot will be, I inform them, ask them if that's okay, and assure them it will be deleted within 5 minutes. Most are super chill about it. And I never ever get grumpy or whatever if someone ruins it by walking in front of the camera, because I'm not an idiot. My video never has prio over someone else in a commercial gym I share with others. Let's have an honest conversation here. There are people where they do it to check their form, track progress and hold themselves accountable, sure. However, acting like that is the only reason is so obviously disingenuous and glossing over the social media pandemic of these narcissists who think they are fitness influencers and therefore, own the gym. Filming so they can act annoyed if someone walks into frame, or waiting for someone to glance at them so they can put people on blast in a social media post. Fuck those people. Athletes film themselves quite frequently to assess performance and to look for areas of improvement. Someone working out with a comparable goal should be allowed to film themselves, it's not a weird thing. Bonus points for those that seem to be asking others if they mind the camera. I think where it becomes problematic is in obvious scenarios such as in the locker room where other people aren't consenting, where they're posting videos of people with bad form to ridicule them, etc. I don't buy the progress tracking argument. That can also be done by taking pictures in the privacy of your own home, or by taking notes. Why would you set up a video recording in a public place with a lot of people around, when society is clearly getting enough of its privacy being constantly invaded? And with all these videos ending up on social media with a couple of hashtags, it has also nothing to do with technique. It's selfishness and narcissism. Nothing more, nothing less. IGT a bunch of non-gym going Redditors who think the videos that make it to the front page of meatheads are gym bunnies freaking out over people in their video is a common thing that happens in every single gym every day. We do it for any number of reasons. Form check, fit check, to center our coach, or our friends, or our so who thinks we look hot when we work out. Either way, how about focusing on your own workout and mind your own business? Bunch of nerds in here. Man, in GL as a teenager, I was the type that cringed at people that filmed themselves at the gym. When I became a sad fat adult, I regretted not having taken more pictures when I was in the best shape of my life. Now that I have a better job and a gym membership again, I take photos and videos because I'm honestly proud of what I've been able to attain physically. Sure, I'm not as slim or in shape as I used to be, but I'm definitely in a better place than I was at my worst. Vanity. Or people just checking their form, but mirrors exist. Still, I hate when people record at the gym. It's like a tier or two below recording in the locker rooms, which people do, and it should be illegal. I don't want to end up plastered over some influencer's TikTok just because I've finally gathered the wherewithal to lose weight. It's scary enough joining the ranks of muscle mickeys when I look like a blob of gum that got stuck to some Lululemon leggings. What a dumb question! There's many reasons why: to check their form, to track progress over time, or maybe to build their social media YouTube channel. Just look how successful Sam Sulek has become just by bringing a camera and mic along to the gym. I honestly don't care if people film themselves as long as they don't have a tripod blocking the way and don't get pissed if you walk in front of their camera. Who really gives a shit what others choose to do? The filming thing was never really a problem until after the pandemic. I have a home gym since 2020, but I went to a regular gym before that. Once in a while, I'd prop up my phone on something to record a lift, either to check my form, or just to record a big PR, like the first time I benched 315. I've seen others do the same, but never people just recording their whole workout and getting mad if anyone gets anywhere near them. It's good to been able to look back and see your form to make sure you're doing things properly and safely. Can also be very beneficial to your motivation to see your progress. It can be hard to continue to feel motivated to work out and feel like you aren't making any progress, but being able to actually see how much progress you've made since you started working out can be super helpful in a variety of ways. Let's be real here. 90 of these PPL saying to ass is my form are the one posting this SHT on it or TikTok with inspirational quotes. The other 10 are mostly Olympic weightlifters, a sport who will record solely for form to prep for competition. If you all get triggered by this, it's definitely you. Nothing wrong with that. Just move the tripod camera out of busy spots and don't get pissed if someone walks by. I had a pretty decent reason. I started at 400 pounds and had no intention of stopping until I saw a 1 in the hundreds place on the scale, so I took a lot of pictures and videos. I wish I would have taken more and compiled them to post on YouTube to possibly inspire more people. To answer your question, it's usually a 50-50 split between either trying to track progress or vanity looking for attention. There will never be a time that it's not cringe. Why? But I think it's mostly just a generational thing. I'm still sub 40. But our kids having to record everything is annoying to me. Not even for anything important. Eating pancakes before school on a random November day doesn't need to be recorded. But, at least they are kids. Fucking adults doing this shit at a gym deserves to be a criminal offense. When I used to compete in powerlifting, my coach liked to review my footage and would give me pointers. Points of failure were important to identify. He would also create accessory movements for me to help improve weak points. He helped me put over 100 pounds on my squat and deadlift over the course of a few years. Disclaimer: I was not a pro lifter by any means, so strength gains came on quick. There's a super cool thing that happens in our brain when we watch someone do something. We start to imprint the activity, language and mood of what we are watching. So if you want to get motivated to work out, watch someone work out. If you can't afford a gym membership, watch it at home. Some of those that film themselves and post it are helping others and they feel it even if it's subconsciously. The only time I've ever done it is because my gym buddy is across the country from me. So, it's our way of feeling connected and feeling like we're in the gym with each other. It would be way too obnoxious to be on FT the entire time, so a short clip works. Note that I go to the gym in the dead-ass middle of the night. It might as well look like my own private gym, cause ain't nobody around. I've done it a few times cause my wife enjoys it. Especially seeing me progress with something heavier or new. I've done it a few times to check form, see what I'm doing wrong while learning a new skill, etc. My gym doesn't have mirrors, it's quite small and in a small town. And it's also nice to show it to someone who really knows what they're doing that can help me correct my mistakes. To send the videos to my coach, for coaching and proof, cause he's mentioned he doesn't think I do all my lifts he's programmed. If I ask for a spot, I also ask if they are okay with being in a video. I never film anyone but myself, and I make sure to make it clear I'm filming. I use a mini tripod. If anyone were to ask me not to, I would stop with no questions asked. I work at a gym. 95% of people filming themselves is all about vanity. You don't need a tripod to find out about form. If you're in there on a regular basis, you know people. You simply ask someone to take a clip while you lift the weight. The funny thing is, most individuals who are at that point just need to focus more on what they're eating and consistency. Answer: when you lift or any complex movement, a large portion of the efficiency comes down to doing it a certain way. Taking video helps you review your form and if you are doing it right. This is the main reasons there are mirrors in gyms. Also, it helps motivate you as a record. You can go back and see how you have improved over time. It's funny that most people in here are saying, to check their form, or to have a record of their progress. We all know that the vast majority are explained with two simple words. Attention whore. They are filming it so they can put it social media. They are thirst traps. Period. They are attention whores, period.